My name's Julie Cohen, and you can find my independent bookshop on myindependentbookshop.co.uk. My new paperback is called Dear Thing. It's the story of three best friends, Claire and Ben, who are married to each other and deeply in love, can't have a child. And Ben's best friend, Romilly, who's a single mother, offers to be a surrogate mother for them. And so she gets pregnant with Ben's child, but the pregnancy stirs up all sorts of feelings in her, which make it very difficult for her to think about giving away this child. And so it's about a book about motherhood and about friendship, and also a book about love. I was inspired to write this book because I, like a lot of other women, have suffered infertility. When my husband and I were trying to get pregnant, I fell pregnant 3 times, and each time I miscarried quite early on. But it was devastating. And I spoke to so many other women who were suffering this as well. I have so many friends who tried to have a baby and just couldn't, or it wasn't the easy, straightforward thing that they had hoped it would be. And for me, I realized that people don't really talk about miscarriage. People don't always talk about infertility. It's something that we brush under the carpet. We say, oh, it'll be okay, one day you'll find a baby, or there are other things in life. But when you're going through it, it's heartbreaking. It's just awful. You never know what your future is going to be. And you have your future all mapped out in front of you, and it doesn't happen the way that you think it's going to. And that's what I wanted to write about with Claire. All of her feelings. She has a miscarriage fairly early on in the book, and how awful it is that you let yourself love this child who then is never born, and all of your hopes die with that child. So when I wrote it, I really hoped that it would touch readers who had gone through this, or who knew somebody who'd gone through this, or had never gone through it but had thought about it. And I'm hoping that a lot of women will be able to relate to this book. Not just because of the infertility, but because of about being parents. We did have a child. I've got a little boy, and it changed my life completely. And I tried to put that into the story as well, because there's a little girl in the story, Romilly's daughter, called Posy, she's mad, she's great. And that was a lot of happiness in the book that I could put in there as well. So a book about parenthood, motherhood, friendship and love.